What's up, y'all? You already know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy JP comes out with another how-to. It's a 2017 Honda Pilot, and we are going to take this radio out. First thing we want to do is come over here to this passenger side, and I've already taken this off, but this part is pretty easy. You're just gonna pop this little pad, this side panel off. It's held in by those 1, 2, 3 clips and these little push tabs or whatever. As soon as we pop that off, what I did is I took my panel removal tool and I put it right here. Now this is kind of halfway off, so I can let you guys see that they're only held in by the clip, so don't be scared, but it will be in there tighter. But put the panel removal in, pop it off like that. It will not be that easy because, you know, it's gonna have some pressure, but as soon as you start popping it off, I did leave one of them in. You see there's clips all down here. You do not want to bend this panel forward like this because you're going to end up tearing it up right here in the middle. You really want to come down here to the side, kind of grab it up under it like that, and pull all on one motion. And then of course that's going to relieve your Phillips screws right here. But let's go on to the next part. All right, next thing we want to do is we want to come over here to this side. I guess I can kind of show you how I get this one off. Go ahead and start down. Oh, shoot. This I think is just held in by clips as well. Yep, all clips. Come back here, take these harnesses out. Yeah, I scratched my thumb the other day, yesterday. All right, so this is all one piece. We're gonna come down here. There you go. Take that whole thing out. Slide it right there. All right, next thing you want to do is come up here to the hazard part. Just stick your panel removal tool up under there, and it's only held in by 2 clips. So you can go ahead and take this off for right now. I will be plugging this back in just in case you do any type of testing and it's not all the way put together. That is the passenger airbag light, and you don't want to shoot any codes. All right, so next we got 3 Phillips that we had to take out. We have one right here, and we have those 2 over here. So forgive me guys, that screw was stripped, but we have our last one, third and last one right here. Alright. And now that we have all 3 of those out, we should be able to maybe, there we go. Pull from that way. Everything else held in by some clips. I had to turn my light on for this one. So next thing we want to do is take this pocket out. Now, you don't absolutely have to take the pocket out if you don't want to, but the reason that you should is because you see that 10 mil bolt right there? There's one and there's 2. Those 2 10 mil bolts hold the bracket that holds this radio together. And if you want to get in there with a excuse me, with like a 10 mil socket, then have at it. But I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do. It's just one little panel. It's not going to be that hard, but it's just 4 Phillips, 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. We'll have that pocket, and then that's going to give us plenty of room. All right, so I'll take out 1, 2, and 3, 4 Phillips, which is going to give us this pocket that we can just move right over here. And look how much room we have now. I can literally get right up there. All right, so you know guys, usually I use this thing in recent or prior videos. It is my right angle driver. So you just stick this inside your drill, and then you can put whatever little bit on top of there, and then you know, you can go ahead and get stuff at that angle, at that right angle, which is perfect for this. The only thing is that you can't drill it by itself. What happens is, well, I'm gonna show you what I mean by drill by itself. If you got it like this and we twist it up, and let's just say we're coming up under here to use a little 10 mil, it's gonna spin it like that. The only way that you can really use it good is if you have the drill you have the drill with one hand and you can hold this with the other hand, so this is the only thing that's spinning. Or you can get your good old right angle Milwaukee drill. Man, this thing here is so fire. Look at that. And I just found out that that's not a 10 mil, it's an 8. All right, let's try that again. Boom, that's one. And that's 2. I like this thing, I really do. Now, you do not have to have the tools that I have. Those are just the ones that I like using. You could have kept this pocket in, use a regular 10 mil, not a 10 mil, or 8 mil. You could use a regular 8 mil socket with a wrench and got that thing out of there, or take the pocket off and use a 8 mil extension with a socket and got it out of there with a regular wrench. I just like using those tools. If you guys want to mess with those, I'll put all the links in the description. The drills that I use, this one right here that I just got, and even the right angle driver. I know a lot of you guys have been asking where to get those. And I usually put a list of tools that I use every day in the description, just because they make my install life easier, and that's what we're all about. Other than that, we should be able to just pull this thing out right here, because it's just held in by clips. Hold on just a second. All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, do not try to just pull on that thing. Those clips are in there super tight. These right here, they're in there so tight it doesn't make any type of sense. I definitely use my panel removal tool all around the edges to try to get some leverage and pop those things off. I might invest in a head cam or something, that way you guys can see all that type of stuff, because sometimes I have to put the camera down in order to actually do the work. But that's pretty much it as far as that. We have that out. We've taken out the radio. So now that we've taken out the radio, man, let's go ahead and get the dash kit hooked up and all that good stuff. All right, y'all, so I got everything already in. Now, in order to get this dash to look exactly like this, I'm gonna show you how we do it. Well, I'm gonna tell you how you do it. First, there are these little tabs that lock in on your AC. You just want to pull those tabs out. There's 2 on the side, 2 on each side, 1, 2 at the top right there, and then there's 1 Phillips head screw. You take that screw out, pull these tabs, boom, the AC comes off, or the vent comes off, and you just mount them into the new dash kit. Also, the little clips, the bag does not come with clips inside your new dash kit, so you need to take the ones off the old bezel and put them on here. Next, there are these 2 pieces, 1 left and 1 right. It's going to come with 4 screws. You're going to take this piece on here first. This is the first thing you do. You take this piece off, or you take it out the bag, you put it down here, and then you put those 2 Phillips in that's provided by the dash kit. Next thing you want to do is do the same thing to the other side. Then you slide your radio in. After you slide your radio in, you mount your radio with 2 screws on the left and on the right. Then you put the vents in. That way you won't have to worry about putting these in first and then trying to get these screws in. No, do the radio first, then do this. Now, I have everything already wired up, and I know what you're probably thinking, man, he didn't even show us how to wire up the radio. Well, I like to keep these videos short, simple, straight to the point, detailed as possible, and I do not want to use, now I don't want to necessarily say waste time, but hooking up the radio is the exact same way each time. So what I actually did is I made 1 video on how to wire up a radio, what those wires mean and all that type of stuff, and it's over there in the cards, that's over there in the corner. If you guys want to know how to wire up a radio, you can go ahead and further your knowledge in that how to playlist right there in the cards. And for the people who know how to wire up a radio, you know what, you get exactly what you need in this. So let's go ahead and hook up all of this stuff. I'm just testing it. It's not clean right now, but I'm just doing this to test it, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Alright, y'all, that's just about it, man. That's what it looks like when it's all said and done. Everything looked like we never even took it off, and that's the way we like it. If you guys find any value in this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit all the good buttons, and I'll tune in. Well, tune in until next time, man. I'll catch you guys at the next car. Bye.